Hi, my name is JP and welcome to my quick talk about thin layer chromatography. TLC or thin layer chromatography is a technique used to analyze the polarity of a substance. In our lab for our substance we use different colored felt tip pens. The inks in the pens, due to different chemical structures, will inherently have different amounts of polarity. For instance, as observed here on the left is the pink ink that traveled up the very polar base and eventually separating into two different pigments. The reason the pigments separated is because of polarity difference between the ink and the base. The more neon pink traveled the shortest, meaning that it is more polar than the darker ink, which traveled the farthest. Some pigments traveled shorter than others because they were more attracted to the high polarity of the base, so it is harder for the solvent to carry them than the pigments that were less polar. While collecting the data for our lab, we've calculated the RF value. The RF value is calculated number between the distance that the pigment traveled and the total distance that the solvent traveled. The RF value can be analyzed to provide an understanding of the polarity of the ink or the substance relative to the base. Thanks for listening.